All right, this is the sore warm-up. This is one of the most important parts of the actual workout because it is going to improve all your kids' flexibility, all their mobility, and help get rid of some nagging injuries that occur from lack of improper warm-up. So make sure this warm-up is done step by step each time the kids get into the weight room. So I have my trainer Brian here. We're going to start with the first portion of the workout, which is ankle mobility. He's on his left foot, he's keeping his heel in the ground, and he's going to move his knee joint straight over the toe, back and forth, gentle motion. We would normally do it 10 times. We're just going to do 5 times each for this. So now he's going to go to the inside of his big toe, okay? He's not really jamming his knee, into a painful motion. It's just gentle motion to the inside of the big toe, and then he's going to go 10 to the outside of the little toe while he keeps his heel on the ground. And notice he's finishing every motion. He's just not keeping the knee forward. He's bringing it back and forth. So like I said, in your regular warm-up, the kids are going to do 10 with each leg. Brian just did 5 with his left, so you got the idea, okay? Next part of the warm-up is going to be glute activation. So Brian is going to lay down on the floor, and he's going to perform what is called a hip lift. He's going to drive his heel into the ground, drive his butt up into the air. He's going to do, like I said, normally in a workout, he'll do 10 each. We're just going to do 5 each. Heel stays down, really driving the butt up in the air. Now he's going to lay on his side and perform what is called a clamshell. Knees are bent at about 45 degrees, and he's basically going to open up at the hip just like he was opening up a clamshell. And he's going to roll over on the other side. Again, we would do 10 reps of each of this. He's just doing 5. Good. Okay, now he's going to stand up. Move on out here a little bit, Brian, in the middle. He's going to start with what's called a scapjack. This is just to get the heart rate elevated a little bit. He wants the arms at shoulder height, and we're really just kind of retracting those shoulder blades in a jumping jack type motion. In the workout, we would do 20. He's just going to knock off about 10. Next thing he's going to do is called a hop squat. Why don't you face the other way, face that way. He's going to take 2 hops, drop into a good squat. 2 hops, squat. I said, in the course of your warm-up at the school weight room, you're going to do 10. Brian's just doing 5 to keep it brief. All right, standing in place, now he's going to do standing knee pulls. Okay, you would do 10 each leg. The focus on this is pulling the knee to the chest without bringing the chest to the knee. So we're trying to eliminate lumbar flexion and really promote hip flexion. Okay? Like I said, we normally do 10 each side. After that, he's going to find space on the wall, and we're going to start with a forward leg swing. Your kids can also hang onto a rack, just like we talked about in the knee pull. He's staying up tall, not flexing at the spine, but trying to gradually increase range of motion by kicking that foot up in the air. Again, you normally do 10 each side. We're just doing 5. When he's done with that, he's going to turn and face the wall, and we got a side leg swing. So he's on his left foot, or he's kicking his left foot right now. We want to make sure that that right foot stays perpendicular to the wall. And now he's going to switch, put the left foot pointed right at the wall, kick the right leg up in the air, gradually increasing range of motion with each kick. Okay? He's going to step away from the wall, go into our 1-leg RDL, which is also one of our weight room lifts. Back stays flat. He's reaching with his right hand since he's on his left foot. Heel stays in the ground, and we're really just working from that hip hinge. Notice he's keeping a nice flat back. He's not bending at the upper back. Again, we do 10 each side. He's just doing 5 each side to keep it brief. Okay, he's going to drop to his hands and knees, get in what we call a quadruped position, and we have fire hydrants. He's really trying to limit the motion from his upper body and really kind of just move the hip joint. And we're doing circles forward and circles backwards, keeping the knee bent at 90 degrees. Again, really kind of limiting the movement from his torso. So we're internally rotating and we're externally rotating. Big motion. Okay, Brian is going to stand up. Go ahead, face the camera, Bryce. Spread his legs pretty wide. And we're going to go with a lateral squat. So he's going to sit side to side. Notice the heels stay down. The leg that's not doing the squat is basically diagonal to the ground. Why don't you face that way, Brian, and rip off a couple too. He's sitting down and back. So the heels are staying in contact with the floor. He's not really driving the knee past the foot. Keeping the chest up. That's good, Brian. Final part of the warm-up is what's called an inchworm. You can go this way, Brian. You're good. He's going to get in a push-up position. Keep the legs straight. Tiptoe the legs in with very minimal knee bend. And as far as he can go, walk the hands. And he's going to walk the feet. Walk the hands. Okay? We typically do this about 4 times for the warm-up. And he'll be good. After that, depending on what day of the lift we are on, we would do more hip or more shoulder type mobility stuff. Notice Brian has his shoes off. I highly promote a shoes off warm up as long as you have proper flooring in your weight room to do so. Good weight room rubber, something like that will certainly work with shoes off. I just would keep the socks on. That is the sore warm up.